All right, party people. I am back in Duncannon. I don't know if I'm going to consider this day 73. I'm not, because I didn't take any pictures of my Uber ride. I ended up taking an Uber. I had to cancel my trip. My daughter got sick and her mom needed help with her today. So I stayed home one more day to sit around with my sick daughter. And took an Uber ride, which actually ended up being cheaper than the Uber ride to the train station, the 2 trains, and an Uber ride back from Harrisburg to Duncannon. So yeah, that was really good. It was a lot quicker too. So that's awesome. Yeah, so I'll probably throw this on with day 73, which will, as far as I'm concerned, technically be tomorrow. Yeah, and we'll go from there. I know this this video is coming out quite blurry because it's dark. So I'll shut up now and maybe not even post this. We'll see. Morning. So, back at it. Walking through Duncannon. So I don't know. It's possible I might cut this part out because I might do another video from pieces that I've done on my break. But some updates. The night sweats. Didn't really figure that out, but it's possible that it's a tick-borne thing. A course of meds would take care of the 4 possible diseases there are associated with tick bites. So, in the middle of doing that. The bumps on my nose, as you can see, my doctor froze those off. He's not too concerned about them, but if they do, oh my gosh, look at those dogwoods. Beautiful. This is what I'm talking about. I got to get a picture of this. So anyway, my doctor wasn't too concerned about it. We froze them off, and if they grow back, then we'll deal with it then. He did give me a referral so that when I get back, I can go see a dermatologist. What else? I have the new backpack. We'll see how that works out. I think I need to move this chest strap down a little bit again. So far it feels fine. I like the way it sits on my hips. But that's the only part that seems more comfortable than my other pack. Plus it's thinner, so even though I have less stuff with me, it's riding up just as high. You can see it on the back. But with everything in there, I can fit my tarpon in there, which when it's dry will help protect it from, bashing it against stuff. Shoes, I went with the Timp 4s. So we'll see how that goes. And then I had the FP inserts that I was using on the first half that I have inside of these. They're super thin, but they did make a difference as far as feeling impact from rocks and stuff. So I think I've kind of doubled up on that. Yeah, that's about it. I'm excited to be out here and a little bit nervous too. My goal is like 23 miles today, which is ambitious considering I've been off for 2 weeks, but it's not a lot of elevation and should be fine. Just walking basically. So I'm gonna get to it. So the road is flooded and the path is supposed to be about chest deep. So we're gonna go down, just take a look at it, just more curiosity, and then try to find a way around. I think we can cross over the railroad tracks. So I'm gonna do that. Also, you know, when you're out in the woods and you have to pee all the time, it's fine. But when you're walking through a town, you don't want to pee. No. That doesn't look too bad. It said it's chest deep. I don't know about chest deep. Let's see how deep it is. Just went right to the, it's like 3 inches deep. So, anyway. So before, when I was in the Shenandoahs, I think, or maybe before, got report that there was, you know, a section of the Appalachian Trail closed because of forest fires in the Peters Mountain area, and this looks like this was it. So first day back, my legs and my feet hurt so bad from the get-go. It wasn't a hike, it just started that way. So that's definitely something that's weighing on my mind. You know, And I'm just gonna leave it at that. For now, all I can do is I'm gonna try the 2-day max Advil trick and see if that helps. It did help today to take some Advil, but man, I was so slow in the beginning of the day, and it was not a hard hike at all. 22.4 miles, so 0.6 less than what I wanted, than I want my minimum to be. But I got a late start, and I got a late start. So, I decided to stay here. I could have taken some water to the next campsite, but which was a little bit more than a mile away, but there was a campsite at the water, and that's just better. I don't want to carry. And it gave me enough time to really have a good meal. So I did my recovery drink. I'm hoping that the branched chain amino acids in the morning helps, and I'm hoping that the recovery drink in the evening helps. I've prepped my breakfast for tomorrow. The goal is to get up early. Sun rises at 6 o'clock, and I could probably start hiking at 5:30. So if I got up sometime around 4:15 or 4:45, that would probably be good. So that's what I'm going to shoot for. Or maybe 5 o'clock. I'll just sleep. It's currently, so today's May 2nd, and it is 8:43. So it's a little late. I'm getting close to hiker midnight. The weather's colder than I thought it would be, but what I have should be fine. It was an interesting day. Hit this one spot where there's all these dudes fishing, and somebody amongst them was throwing like raw chicken into the stream. So there was another stream, or they call it Orange Spring, I guess. Guy past me said it was because of iron in the hill, but none of the other springs had that. I've heard of that happening from abandoned mines. So I don't know what the actual story is behind that. So there's that. Porcupine walked through my campsite just out of nowhere. Just straight up rolled up, corner of my eye. He was probably like 15 feet away. And so that was pretty cool. Also makes me a little nervous about, somebody rolling up and, an animal rolling up, playing with my shoes. I've heard of raccoons taking people's shoes, and mine just sit under me in the hammock, and there's plenty of space for a small animal like that to get under here. Also worried about, porcupine getting under here and stabbing me in the ass. That would suck. I did a bear hang tonight. I tried to find a good place to do a PCT hang. I couldn't. So I ended up doing the between the two trees trick, and it's not as high as I'd like it to be. It's like borderline. So, that's got me a little nervous, but I couldn't really find I spent a good amount of time trying to figure it out. So there's that. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do tomorrow yet, so I got to work on that. That's about it. I'm sleeping next to a stream, which a lot of people think is great. But my experience with sleeping next to streams is that all the frequencies that the babbling brook can hit will play with your mind. And you can start to hear things in the stream. So hopefully I get a good night's sleep. Hopefully nobody comes and bothers me in the middle of the night. So that's enough rambling. Good night.